Oil after oil after oil, the likes of which no device on earth has ever seen.
Sure.
If you type for 10 or 15 minutes on a keyboard, believe me, you generated 1,000 to 2,000 fingerprints.
Right.
It's a unique problem, and our company has a great solution for this. Now, what does our company do? We're a Canadian company located out of Vancouver. Our products do one thing only: remove fingerprints, whether it's from high quality camera optics,
Sure.
lenses, binoculars, gun sights, computers. We remove fingerprints. Now, we clean fingerprints in a rather special way. No sprays, no cloths, no tissues, no liquids, no screen protectors. We clean fingerprint oil using, you might see here, carbon. This is not high tech, this is old tech. My mother used to clean the windows and mirrors in the house when I was a child using newspaper.
Newspaper.
Why did that work so well? Newspaper is covered with printer's ink. Printer's ink is about 25% carbon. The carbon has this ability to absorb oils.
Okay.
That's all this is. So we have simply here in our sidekick a spring-activated cleaning pad. The surface is covered with carbon. So we simply take our pad here and clean away fingerprints.
Now, while you're doing that, I'll tell everyone I simply don't clean my iPad screen because I haven't found an effective way to do it. You just sort of move the smudge around, and it was filthy. I think Peter was shocked when you saw my screen yesterday.
Look, people find that their iPads are incredibly dirty. They are incredibly dirty. There is no way around this.
Right.
Now, the point is that the fingerprint oil doesn't bother the iPad.
Sure.
The iPad says, well, I'll still function very nicely.
Sure.
Just that it's a horrible eyesore, and there's a concern about, just how contaminated is this surface.
Right.
If you give your dirty iPad to someone else to touch, they're almost reluctant to touch it.
Right.
And, it's just too big to go like this.
Right. But after you cleaned mine yesterday, it looks great.
Yes, and you can see here where we've cleaned and where it was before.
Right.
So now the fingerprint oil is right here on this cleaning pad. You're going to get about 150 cleanings from one of these pads. The reason you get so many cleanings is that along the edge of this pad, along this edge right here, there's a foam pad filled with carbon.
Okay.
So when I put this in, close it up, this is in its closed position, completely protected from the environment. And when I open it up, I've had carbon sliding against carbon.
Okay.
That renewed the surface. Now, after about 150 cleanings, it simply cannot absorb any more oil. So what you're going to do is change the tip. Changing the tip is very simple. We simply put the pad, there's a little tab here.
Mm-hmm.
We push it, turn to the right. Now then, your cleaning pads come in a separate little holder. We open them up and put on the new cleaning pad. What you have is really, this is a razor,
Right.
and this is a razor blade. Now, the carbon does not care whether it's in Arctic cold or desert heat. And there's another thing we all like to hear. There's no expiry date. If you put this sidekick down, lose it, pick it up 2 or 3 years from now, it's as good as the day you put it down.
Great.
Nothing to dry out, it's already dry.
So you said you can expect maybe 150 cleanings from
150 cleanings.
Okay.
And so we market these in different configurations. One of our configurations has a sidekick and an extra cleaning pad.
Okay.
This should retail for $19.95. And cleaning pads. There's 450 cleanings in here.
Sure.
3 razor blades. These are market for about $14.95.
All right, great. So you said this is your second show. You did CES not so long ago.
Correct.
How's the reception been?
For us, this is a bit of a shock. It seems to be that we really have what I would call the right product at the right time. iPads are hot items being in the marketplace. But there's a need by every iPad owner. Mm-hmm. There's a crying need because he's so concerned that he's got a beautifully designed piece of technology here.
Sure.
He's proud of it, but it's covered with fingerprints. And he wants a way to clean it. And they're all kind of struggling with, well, how do I clean this? Do I use my shirt? Do I use a cloth?
Right.
See, cloths and tissues, and we know this from all of our experience in cleaning high-quality optical cameras and etc., is that the fibers in cloths and tissues simply do not absorb the oils fast enough and completely enough. And in fact, if you have a cloth and you went to clean with it, wherever you touch that cloth, this is all covered with oil now.
Right.
So very soon you're going to have an oily cloth to try and clean the oil off your surface, and people just give up.
Well, I think it is the right product at the right time. Like you said, iPads are super hot with the iPad 2 coming out before too much longer.
Yes.
You're only going to generate your potential pool of audience. So why don't you tell folks where we can find you online and where people can buy a site?
You can find us easily at www.lenspen.com, and all the information on our products is there. This is a new product, folks. It's not available in stores today. You'll be able to find this wherever iPads will be sold, probably around the end of March or early April.
Great. Well, we're certainly looking forward to it. I can tell you it works very, very well. Peter, thank you for joining us. Continued success. And thank you for watching. We'll be having a lot more live streaming and fun content for you here from the floor at Macworld Expo 2011 in San Francisco. Thank you for watching.